Hey y'all, welcome to this space. Hello. Oh, sorry y'all. Oh, Taurus. Sorry guys, I have these little buttons in a bag, which I will be using in the reading towards the end. And I have a new oracle deck and a die, which they have very, very beautiful energies, and I will be utilizing them for your readings today. They are new energies, but I've sat with them for a while and they have been giving beautiful messages so far. So we're going to go ahead and start your reading, Taurus. This is for Taurus sun, moon, and or rising signs. Please check your rising and your moon signs for more accuracy and more resonance, okay? But if you are a sun sign of Taurus, welcome. We loved having you here, okay? These messages are regarding the astrological events that are happening currently. We have an eclipse in Virgo. The moon and Virgo are having an intense conversation right now. I feel like when there's an eclipse happening or a blood moon, that is celestial bodies and divine beings having very intense conversations, sometimes arguments, regarding the work that needs to be done on this planet. Okay, they have work to do. They're committed to that work, right? And we should be very thankful to all of the planets, whether they're in retrograde or not, whether they really get along with each other or not. We should be very grateful to the divine beings that look after us and this planet, because if they decided they didn't want to do their job, we would be in a world of hurt. So I'm just giving a lot of thanks. We do have a Mercury's retrograde happening in the next couple days. We are in Venus retrograde right now. Aries new moon is coming up towards the end of the month. We have Neptune entering Aries, I think on the 30th. It's one of those days towards the end of the month. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's on the 30th. So we're going to go ahead and talk about what's going on with you guys, Taurus, sun, moon, rising signs, regarding these astrological events and regarding these conversations that the moon and Virgo are having, and conversations that Aries and Venus are having, and Mercury and Aries are having. Like, there's a lot of conversations that are happening all the time. And some of the astrological bodies are just chilling with each other. But right now, I don't, they're actually they're having a lot of conversation about what needs to happen, and there's going to be some very intense change that needs to happen in our lives. So that's where the Virgo eclipse comes in. Okay, so Taurus, let's go ahead and jump into your reading. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Okay. These retrogrades and eclipses are not here to scare us at all. They're just here to make sure that things are going according to what the gods have in place. They're here to make sure that things are in order. Okay. And us being human beings down here on this planet, we can easily be distracted by different entities, different spirits. Some people may see them as fairies, from the Fey realm. There's a lot of different entities and spirits of this planet that are out to play whenever there's a retrograde, especially. And us as humans can be easily distracted and blindsided and fooled and manipulated. Okay, so I'm here to grant some type of knowledge and advice and insight. I am not here to tell anybody what to do. You have free will. You create your own karma. You make your own decisions, right? So that's completely up to you. Take everything that I'm saying as a grain of salt, if that's how you want to take it. Okay, I don't take anything personal. So let's go ahead and move forward with your reading. Actually, let's go ahead and roll this die really quickly, because I want to see the energy that you are exhibiting currently regarding this eclipse and these retrogrades in March moving forward into the rest of the year. This eclipse is definitely going to be in effect and affect us until September, honestly, because in September there's an eclipse in Virgo's sister sign, which is Libra. So it's going to be a very interesting year of awakening, you guys. So Taurus, sun, moon, rising signs. Let's see what you guys are dealing with, or what you guys are entertaining, what energies you guys are exhibiting currently. Okay. Okay, interesting. So I'm getting that there is an adventure you guys are setting off to. You're setting off on an adventure. There's something that you want to experience, maybe something you're looking for, something you're preparing yourself for. So you want to go out there into the world and experience new places, new people, new things, gain more insight, gain more knowledge into what it is that you're trying to accomplish here. There's something more you want to learn about yourself, maybe something more you want to learn about the world around you, okay? And sometimes that means you need to go out into the world literally and understand the true energy of this planet. A lot of the times, the only way that you're really going to understand it is by venturing out into other parts of the world. To really understand humanity as a whole, you need to actually connect with humanity as a whole, right? And that means going out into the world instead of remaining in the comfort of your own space, your own home, which being at home is a beautiful thing. I love being at home myself, but there comes a point where you need to venture out. Taurus. Take care of your home, take care of your family, make that a safe haven, a refuge, place of refuge for yourself and your, or and or your loved ones if you have any living with you, or your pets, whatever. But there is a time. This eclipse is going to show you this, and these retrogrades are showing you that it's time to go on an adventure. It's time to venture out. It's time to get out, right? It's time to do something new. I have a feeling this is going to come to you. It's already come to you now, or it is going to come to you in the next season of spring and or summer. In the next couple of seasons. Let's see. Let's pull a card for you guys. We're going to pull 3 oracle messages for you guys, 3 tarot messages, and a button for you guys. We're going to pull from there. Taurus, sun, moon, rising signs. Ancestors of light, spirits of light, what messages of advice and guidance do we have for Taurus? You have the angler. It's interesting, you got the fishing rod and the adventure symbol, which is the lantern. Just like the dice that we rolled. Okay, that's the lantern. So yeah, there's some adventure here. There's some new trips that you're gonna take, getting on a plane, getting on a train, taking a road trip, right? Getting on a boat, I don't know. Maybe if this is local, okay, this does not mean that you have to like go far and wide. This might be even local, you guys. You might decide, let me just go down the street. Maybe there's a thrift store or a vintage shop or a restaurant or a shopping experience, a park, a nature walk, some type of place of gathering, for community purposes and, getting to know people in your local area that you never really thought about, Taurus. And maybe now you're like, let me just get out, and even if you feel uncomfortable, if you're an introvert in some way, you might feel, this push or this urge to just step out of your comfort zone. And even if it feels really uncomfortable and you're just like, ooh, I don't want to do that again, or I don't really want to do this often, that's okay. At least you did it, right? And this card says the angler accepting a seeker's catch. Card number 37. So 37 might be a specific number for you that you need to write down. 3 and 7 is 10. So 10 could also be a number you need to write down. Accepting a seeker's catch. Very interesting. So I'm getting, it's a very interesting way that this card put that. You may have caught something or attracted something or someone where at first, Taurus, you were like, I really don't want this anymore. I don't, this is not what I wanted. But your spirit is saying, nope, this is it. Like, this is your catch. You need to accept it and make do with it. That may sound really sad, but that's just the energy that I'm getting here. You may look at something like, this is not gonna do anything for me. This is not what I asked for. This is not, but you just might find yourself really loving what you caught, just because, like, is there some type of gift that's been, that maybe it's not a gift that's been given to you necessarily, but it's more like you went out fishing or you went out to meet people or someone. You set out to do something and then you ended up capturing something, or, you know, meeting somebody. Maybe catching feelings for someone. I don't know, but there's something where you were like, oh, this is fun, but it's like, it's not, I don't think I want this anymore. I don't think that, like, there's something where it's like, I don't know. I don't know if I really want that. Why? I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe you're scared. It just makes you feel uncomfortable. Bottom of the deck, you have card 24, Bird Watcher, and it says spotting a seeker's happiness. So, oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. It just hit me. So Taurus, okay. You're on an adventure, right? You're traveling, you're doing your thing, you're meeting people, blah blah blah, right? And there was just a point in time where you maybe caught feelings for somebody, or became friends with somebody, or you picked up a hobby or got a job or whatever, and you were just like, oh, okay, I'll accept it. It's good enough, right? Good enough. But there's a point in time where you realize that this, I'm settling for this. I've been settling. And now you've spotted someone or something that you know for sure. You're like, that's it. That's what I want. And now you're kind of standing with this thing that you just kind of accepted a while ago. You know, maybe you just accepted, this is just how my life is, and that's okay. Like, I make do with it. You know, I'm going to make do with what I have. But then there, with this eclipse and these retrogrades, I'm telling you, Taurus, you're going to see or witness something is going to catch your eye, or this person's going to catch your eye. Some of you guys might find that you've been settling for a relationship, a romantic partnership that really, it's not really making you happy. You just settled for it. And maybe at that time you were like, oh yeah, this is nice. This is making me happy. This is, but then you spot, so you see something, there's something else inside of you that grows and thrives, or you start seeing that life is full of so many other people. And that may sound mean, you know, I'm not saying that the person that you're with, you know, necessarily should break up with them, but like, You might realize maybe your relationship that you're in with somebody, you really love that person, but like the relationship itself is not really fulfilling you. And so maybe you and your person need to go out and travel. And maybe you need to go out and do new things, and you realize that your relationship starts to blossom and sparkle, and you're like, oh, this is like what it feels like to be in a really fun relationship with somebody. And it could be with the person that you're with right now. Others of you might realize that you're just not happy in your relationship at all with somebody, and maybe it's nothing to do with them personally necessarily. You just kind of settled, and you kind of realize like, ooh, like you might realize it's kind of your fault a little bit. Like you might realize like, I kind of settled and I shouldn't have, but you know, others of you, this is a job and you're just realizing, man, this seemed really nice at first, but as I venture out and I open myself to new opportunities, I realize that this is me settling. This eclipse is going to show you something. This Mercury's retrograde, Venus is retrograde, especially with Venus retrograde and Mercury's retrograde. They're really going to show you, hey, are you really happy? Or they're going to pose those questions to you, you know? Like after these celestial bodies, after these conversations they're having together, right, for the next few months, um, when that has passed, your ancestors, your spiritual team will gather that information that has been given to them from these conferences and meetings that are happening between the moon and other planets, and they're going to bring them to you and say, hey, this is what is in store for you, Taurus. um, you know this is what we need to work on. This is in store for you. So no more settling, Taurus. This is big. This is great. It might feel uncomfortable though, because when you find yourself in a place in your life where you just kind of, even though it may not be the happiest or the best, you still kind of just found your own sense of comfort there. And now that you have to kind of uproot yourself a little bit, you're like, I don't know if I really want to do this. There might be that feeling of discomfort there, where it's like, what if I hurt myself, or what if this ends up just completely ruining my perspective of everything, or whatever. There's some fear there. I get that. I completely get that, Taurus. Maybe you start to realize, like, I really don't want to live in the neighborhood that I've been living in. I don't want to live in this house anymore. I don't want to live in this apartment anymore. I don't want to live with this person anymore. I want to live by myself, or I don't want to live with my family anymore. Like there might be some things, that change up. You just don't want it anymore, because you just realize you've just kind of been comfortable but not necessarily happy, right? Yeah, you have insight. Card number 34 opens the third eye to strengthen intuition. So yeah, that's exactly what these retrogrades are doing in the eclipse. They're giving you insight, Taurus. They're opening up your spiritual eye, your inner eye, and that's exactly where you start to see what has been unseen in your life for so long. You'll start to see, like, how come I didn't see this? You start to think, how come I didn't see this like last year? How come I didn't see this when I met this person? How come I didn't see this, when I first got the job? Why didn't I see this when I was applying for the job? I don't know. Like, why didn't I see this when I first started the project with this person? Well, it was because you just weren't, at that time, you just weren't meant to see it, or you weren't spiritually developed yet, But now the development is here, and now you're starting to see, oh, that was not really what I wanted. Safe and happy travel, protection from harm when journeying. So yeah, you guys, somebody is moving, somebody is finding a job where they're going to travel for work. Others of you, Taurus, you guys are going to go on a road trip, or some of you guys might be actually a little bit afraid to travel overseas, or travel by plane. But this is going to be very beneficial for you, for sure. You're protected. You're going to be fine. number 7 is big. Number 7 is a big number for you guys. Big time. When it comes to travel, write that number down. You have the star at the bottom of the deck, card number 21. It says the silver energy of a star brings good luck and serendipity. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. You guys have nothing to worry about. It may feel like you do. Don't give in to your fear, Taurus. Get out there. Get that plane ticket. Save up for that plane ticket. Save up for that train ticket. Get that Airbnb. If there's a friend or a family member or somebody who, or your significant other or whoever, if there's someone who's like, hey, do you want to go to this country? You know, or I have an extra ticket for this or for that. Maybe there's a concert happening somewhere and you really, maybe it's one of your favorite artists and you really want to go, but there's like, oh, I don't have enough money, or, oh, I don't have enough time. Make the time. Save the money. Okay. It's going to be very, very good for you guys. Right? I gotta make sure my mic is, yeah, still working. Wow, 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 wow. Oops. Yeah, you have limitless that wanted to fall out. So yeah, sky's the limit, y'all. Or actually, no, not even the sky. The sky is, you gotta get past the sky. It's limitless. Break past the sky, break past the ceiling here. Some of you guys may have a limited mindset towards, you know, what it is that you want to do. You may feel like, oh, you're very limited, but you're not. Strength, yeah. Some of you guys may have a Leo that you might want to travel with. Others of you have Leo in your chart. The number 3 and the number 7 are very significant. Bottom of the deck, you have Awaken. So yeah, your third eye definitely opening up. Definitely some downloads happening, spiritual and mental downloads happening for you guys. This is a very beautiful thing, you guys. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot for you guys, Taurus. Dig a little bit deeper into these astrological occurrences. The eclipse in Virgo, Mercury and Venus is retrograde, Saturn in Pisces, Neptune in Aries. Like, this is a very intense time for a lot of us, right? If not all of us. All right, let's see here. Taurus, Sun and Rising signs. We'll pull 3 cards from the tarot. Okay, so here's Virgo here with the 3 of Pentacles. You have the 7 of Cups here. Choices, but not knowing which choices to make. We have the 8 of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. It could also be read as Virgo. There's Pisces here. Okay, so Capricorn, Virgo, Cancer might be, or maybe Cancer or Pisces, sorry. Capricorn, Virgo, Cancer, or Pisces. We also have Libra here. Virgo, 3 of Pentacles. Putting your heart and your soul into your work, into what it is that you're working towards. So if the reward that you receive, whatever it is that you catch on your fishing line, so to speak, because these are the fish, right? This is your cup. You know, this individual, they cast their line, they made a catch, they just accepted it. They're just like, all right, I guess this is just what I have to accept. This is just what's meant for me. No. It's not about what you're meant for is not just going to land in your lap, Taurus. What you're meant for is, it's on the table in these meetings and conferences between these celestial bodies, but like what you're meant for is something that you have to realize. You have to realize what you're meant for, and you actually have to work towards it. You have to choose what you're meant for. It's not just something, oh, it's you're meant to be successful and rich, so therefore you're just going to be successful and rich. No, this is a realization from a deep level. Whatever it is that you caught, whatever it is that you attracted into your life, and you're sitting with it and you're like, this is not really something that I wanted, but I keep attracting this. I keep, catching this on my line. You know what I mean? I keep manifesting these types of people or these types of scenarios or these types of jobs. Well, but you keep manifesting them, but you also keep accepting them too. So why are you going to accept something if you don't want it? If there is a job that you're looking for and you're looking for jobs that are not going to make you happy, ways to make money that's not going to make you happy, why are you going to accept it? If there's someone who's offering you a job, but it's a job that you know that it's not going to fulfill you, why accept it? Learn to say no, Taurus. It's okay to say no. Even if it comes out of the blue and you may feel like, oh, this is for me. Maybe this is God telling me that no. Sometimes certain patterns persist and you have to break that pattern. If you've been attracting relationships with people that do not fulfill you, do not respect you, that's because you have constantly accepted them. So when you accept something, you're telling the universe that, hey, I accept this, so continue to give that to me, and I will accept it. I will take it. But if you switch it up and you start showing the universe, hey, I don't want this anymore, and every single time those people, places, or things are given to you and you keep saying no, that's when the universe starts to realize, okay, we need to stop giving them this. We're going to start giving them exactly what they want. It's all about what you choose, Taurus. So if you're living your life feeling like, this is just meant for me and I'm just going to have to accept it, you're not even realizing your true power, because what you're accepting is evidence of your power. So if you're accepting weak-minded people or small-minded people into your life, then guess what? We're such powerful manifestors out here in the world as humans. We don't even recognize it. We're so, we can make some very stupid decisions. So recognize your alchemy here, Taurus. Get out there in the world. Go after what you want. If you have to get on a train or a plane to get what you want, then that means that you're showing your commitment to the universe. You're showing your commitment to your ancestors, and they will continue to give you what you want, truly. But if you're constantly just accepting things as is, and you're like, okay, I guess I just accept relationships that don't make me happy, I'm just doomed, to constantly live in that, well, then you're just going to keep getting it then. It's not just going to happen overnight where you say no to something and then, you just start getting what you want. No, you have to be consistent in that answer. If there's something that you don't want and it keeps being brought to your doorstep, say no, thank you. If there's someone who's constantly disrespecting you and you just accept it, Taurus, and you don't stand up for yourself or you don't distance yourself from that person, then guess what? That person is going to continue to disrespect you because you allow it. You allow bad behavior if that's the case. So you have to be willing to say, no, I don't accept that. That's not allowed in my temple. It's not allowed in my house, right? Whatever it is that, is being brought to your doorstep. Virgo is here to help you. Capricorn is here to help you. Pisces and Cancer are here to help you. You've placed your cup in the water. when you take your cup out of the water, what is inside of it? Is it something that you want or something that you don't? If you don't want it, toss it back. Move to another part of the lake or something, right? Like move to another part of the lake and fish there. If you find that you're catching things that you don't want, they may not be bad, but it's not what you want. That's another thing, Taurus. If you're thinking like, oh, this is not a bad thing, so I'll just take it. What do you mean? If it's not what you want, why are you accepting it? It's not about like whether it's good or bad. It's about what it is that you want. Speak it. Believe it. With the Page of Pentacles. With Libra being here, that is relationships. That is Venus. That is your loves, your wants, your affections, your relationships. If you're not getting what you want out of your relationships, out of the things that you're pouring your heart and your love into, why are you still there? Right? Okay. Let's go ahead and clarify these tarot cards for you guys, Taurus. Yeah. Y'all. Oh man, my ancestors are funny. They are funny. Straight up, y'all. Yeah, it's funny. Bottom of the deck, you have the cup, the Ace of Cups. Why did I just blank on that? I was about to say a cup of water, which is so funny to me because with this Virgo eclipse, some of you guys need to drink water. Just saying, Taurus. Some of you guys are not drinking water. You need to drink water, okay? But what's interesting, before I get into these other cards here, y'all, the two cards that popped out of the deck as I was speaking to you guys about the previous cards that were pulled, the cards that came out was the Ace of Swords and the Four of Cups. And to me, it was funny. That's why I kind of like snickered a little bit, because that's literally what we were talking about. You're like, this is somebody, this is a cup that's being offered to you by the universe, and you're just like, I don't really want that. But at the same time, like, you're still accepting these cups. Like, clearly, like, you've been given cups that you didn't want. This is not the first time that that this thing's been offered to you. It's not the first time something that you didn't want was offered to you and you were just like, oh, just put it over there, I'll take it. What do you mean? Like, I can't, it's just, I hate it's funny, but it's not funny. You know what I mean? And I mean this in a very respectful way, Taurus. Just stop taking bullshit, right? Just stop accepting it. You don't want it. You don't want this. You really don't. And you have to accept the truth of it with this Ace of Swords. You have two aces. You don't want it. You don't want it. And there's a part of you that this year that's going to you're going to transform this year. And this eye, your third eye, is going to open so wide, and you're going to realize this is stupid. Like, why have I been doing this? What have I been doing this entire time? Fill your cup. Fill your cup. Fill it with exactly what you want. If you don't like milk, don't pour milk. Don't let somebody pour milk into your cup. If you don't like soda, whatever, like whatever it is that you don't want in this cup that you know that you do not like, why are you going to stomach it? When it comes to your work, pour your heart into it. Say no when you need to say no. Say yes when you really want to say yes. Don't say yes when you really want to say no. And don't say no when you really want to say yes. Give the answer that you know you should give. When it comes to your health, nurture yourself. Eat good foods. If you have a little bit of expensive taste, Taurus, so what? Eat what you like to eat. As long as it's healthy, okay? In moderation. Two, you have the King of Pentacles here, clarifying the Three of Pentacles. You have the Two of Swords with Libra, again, clarifying, which is Virgo's sister sign. But you have the Two of Swords clarifying the Seven of Cups. Choices. You're either going to choose what you want or you're going to continue to choose what you don't. Pick one or the other. There's no in between. So if you're not choosing what you want, you're definitely choosing what you don't. There's no in between. There's no maybe I'm kind of choosing kind of a little bit of what I know. You're not. You're not choosing a little bit of what you want. If you're not choosing what you want, you're choosing what you don't. There is no in between, no gray area. Okay, Taurus. Eight of Pentacles being clarified by the Six of Wands, Leo energy. You have Leo again. This is triumph. This is victory. This is a happy ending to a situation. This is your work paying off. This is you being compensated for the work that you've done. You're being properly compensated, right? You're being paid properly for the work, for your services, for the work that you're putting in. And the work that you're doing inside, the motivation, the proactive habits, the healthy habits, knowing what you want and just believing in that, living by that, is going to be evident on the exterior. So whatever's happening on the interior is going to be evident in the exterior. So if you are accepting what you don't want on the inside, it's going to be the same thing on the outside. Right? Just saying. I'm just being honest with you, Taurus. Stop settling. It's not going to work for you, and it hasn't worked for you. Even if somewhere in your mind you're like, oh, it's worked for me for a little bit. No, it hasn't. I'm sorry. It has not worked for you, because it's probably gotten you by. But like, what's the fun in that? Just getting by, you can do that for a little bit, but then there just comes a point where getting by is just not going to cut it. Okay, Taurus, go out, have fun, right? Meet new people, make new friends, date. If you're already in a relationship, maybe you and your partner need to go out. If you're not happy in a relationship, you need to snip it. You need to cut it off and move on, right? Get on that plane, get on that train, go on that road trip, get on that cruise, whatever. Okay? Eat that new food that you normally wouldn't eat, but maybe haven't tried, right? Build your resume or your portfolio or what have you for a job that you may have been so afraid to go after, but you know that that's what you want. Adventure awaits, Taurus. Much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, Taurus.